What's going on YouTube? Joey Brooklynite back with another video on Nba2k22 Myteam. As you can tell by the title of the video, as you can see, we're in season 8 of Myteam, coming towards the close of the year for 2K22. And you know, as you can tell by the title of this video, it's back on that limited grind. This is week 1 for ring number 1. As you can see right here, we're getting an invincible mystery player. That means we're gonna have an option pack just like season 7, only it's gonna be an invincible. Speaking of invincible, check it out. Pistol Pete's invincible, Joker's the end game, of course, end game Shaq and Kobe packs. Oh, don't think I forgot about these packs either, because you know I'm a pack addict. I'm like scratching my neck wanting to get at it, but that video will come out later tonight. Of course, I gotta hit you guys off with the limited tips video that I like to do every single week, help you guys out, give you some suggestions. I'm not telling you guys this is the best team to use. As I always say, it's all preference, it's all up to you. I'm just giving you some ideas, and let's get right into it. But you know, before I actually create the team, you know, kill the like button you see on your screen right now. Helps your boy out, gets the video rolling in the algorithm of YouTube. You know the deal. And of course, smash the sub button as we're on the road to 350 subs. Almost there. Let's get it done, and let's get into making this team. You know what I mean? And as you can see right there on the right side, it says you may use up to 1 diamond in your lineup, meaning you can't go past diamond. You can go diamond, amethyst, even a ruby. You can have a full ruby lineup if you want. Remaining cards must be ruby or sapphire, you know, or below. You can use, okay, it doesn't look like you can use gold cards either, I guess. No free agents or heat check cards, of course. That's how you know, that's how we do. And let's get into it. All right, the first card you're gonna see, obviously, I always say when it comes to limited, you'll want to use duos, and this is the duo that you're gonna see all the time because it is the best duo that you can use this week. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, or was it for ring 6? I don't know. I like the Kevin Herter Cam Reddish duo. I've always said that that's the best duo to me, in my opinion. But Denny Avdija, something like that, you know what I mean? Anyway, and his counterpart, of course, is Rui Hachimura. We'll put him in there. His Ruby card, so you can use him right there. There you go. You got 2 Galaxy Opals. Like I said, you're gonna see this about 95% of the time because it makes you have 2 Galaxy Opals, so that's always a good thing. And the rest of the lineup, of course, is going to be rubies. For center, 2 options for you this week, obviously, is Ruby Wang, of course, who's going to be my bench center, and of course, the man with the plan right here, Arvydas Sabonis. Damn, it's hotter than the mother love in here. All right, we're going to go with Arvydas Sabonis. He's going to be our center for this week. Of course, his Ruby card. No, that's not the one we want. Go over here, Arvydas Sabonis. Yes, sir. Put him in there. He can play point guard or center. In this case, I'm definitely going to run him at center because we want Denny over here. You can hypothetically use Denny at small forward because that's his secondary position, and then you can have Arvydas Sabonis play over here at the point guard position. And you know, you can do either or if you want, and you can have Ruby Wang at center. So you can have a pretty big line. You can move Rui over to the small forward position, let Denny guard the shooting guard or the point guard, and then whatever Ruby else you want to use. Basically, you can shift everybody over if Arvydas is playing at point guard. With the small forward position, we're going to the Sapphire tier. Now, there's a couple of Sapphires you can use. I was about to spell Sapphire. What am I doing? Obviously, from last season, if you did get him, hopefully you did, from the grind for Zero Gravity for Richard Jefferson, I believe. DeAndre Hunter, 6'8", holds it down, plays great defense. Never mind the 81 offense. Never mind that he's a Sapphire. The dude balls big time. He gets down, he hoops, can play the defense. You can even put him on ball if you want to do that, but always a solid card. Sapphire card, you can use that. Jonathan Isaac is another good option. You can run him at small forward. And at shooting guard, of course, I always talk about this card. A lot of people might be running different Ruby cards, at the shooting guard or point guard, but I love me some Donte DiVincenzo. Pause. Okay, solid defensively, 86 offense. Like I said, don't even stress that the guy hits his open threes. 6'4", can play the defense very well. I got 31 games played with him. I guarantee you most of those are limited games. It would be more, but you know, people quit. It is what it is. Badges you might want to add to him if you haven't, just to make him more point guard friendly. Definitely dimer is what I added to him. Clamps, because you want to be able to keep up and around the perimeter. Definitely use him. And floor general, I just went blank for a second. And this is going to be my starting lineup. Like I said, this might not work for you. This is what I'm going to be running. Most of the time you're going to see the Denny and Rui duo. If you have those cards, definitely use that. You have 2 Galaxy Opals, it already puts you at an advantage, because most people are going to have that anyway, you know. For the bench center, like I said, Ruby Wang. Again, I was going to spell Ruby. Go over here, Wang, ZZ Wang. Okay, put him at the Ruby. Of course, always a solid. You can even switch between Arvidas and Wang, but Arvidas is much better. You know, Wang's a little bit more outdated. Out of position obviously came out way after Mystic came out, I think, season 2, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and then off the bench, this is gonna be surprise people. I love this card so much, and I was a big fan of him when he was playing, when he was hooping, balling. Katina Mobley, solid at this. I'll move him to small forward position. Yeah, he's on the small side. He's 6'4", but you know, he's got one of the wettest jumpers. I love his jump shot I love his jumper so much, and definitely going to be playing for me. He's got a great duo as well, but it's with Lamar Odom, who is a Galaxy Opal. For the power forward position, we're going to go with another duo here. We're going to post in Alexei Pokachevsky. If you have this Flash 4 card, definitely worthy of putting him there. And his counterpart is, of course, Lou Dort, who also has a Ruby card, so that means you can use them. They both turn into amethysts. I'm not sure on how many badges you get added to him, but obviously the shooting goes up, his block, perimeter defense, and his rebounding gets better. Of course, with Poku, you're gonna see all his shooting goes up, 3-pointer 85. With a coach, you know, if you have a shoe on him, with floor general, you can boost all of that up. His block goes up, interior goes up, and his rebounding. You know, like I say in limited, your bench is not going to be utilized as much. Most games don't even make it out the first quarter, but pretty solid. For the Ruby, benched Ruby point guard. Okay, you got so many options when it comes to Rubies. A lot of people are going to be running Marcus Smart. I might put him in just for the defense if I need like a defensive presence, and I'm just off the bench. He's not going to be the ball handler off the bench. I probably use Katina Mobley as my ball handler off the bench, but I'm probably going to go with Chris Dunn. I like this card a lot. He's also got great defense. I believe he has a better jump shot, and he handles the ball a lot better. What we could do is actually put Marcus Smart off the on the bench. You know, he can just chill on the bench right there, and on the farther bench you could just put him at the end of the bench and add these up. These are all Rubies as well, and of course if you wanted to go with some Sapphire cards, again, I was going to spell Sapphire. I'm tired, I need sleep. You want to go with Jonathan Isaac. He's another solid player you could put in there. Jonathan Isaac, where you at, buddy? Okay, no, let me spell. Yeah, there we go. That's easier. Jonathan Isaac. So many Jonathan Isaacs. There we go. Put him over there. Obviously, everybody knows this card. He's been being used since forever, since the beginning of the game. And obviously, another option that you could throw in there. And let me see. For Ruby, any one of these cards are solid. I mean, you can go with Hakeem Warwick. None of these other guys have duos as far as that are useful. Eric Bledsoe's a little on the short side, but great defensively. That's solid. Kevin Duckworth, don't mess with that. Jalen Smith, I love this card so much as well. 6'10", can stroke the J easy. He's got a great release, easy to time, and definitely one to look at. PJ Tucker obviously is like 6'5", but I don't know, he's got a long gangly arm, so he can definitely he plays much bigger than his 6'5" frame. Let me see. I wonder who he just signed with somebody too. I don't really remember. I don't know if it was the Timberwolves or somebody, or he was just with the Heat and they just got eliminated, so he's moving on. As far as other rubies, I mean, James Wiseman is a big body. Eric Snow has a duo actually with Diamond Dikembe Mutombo. If you wanted to use that, I'll take a look at the duos after. Of course, Jared Sullinger also has a duo with Evan Turner, but Evan Turner is a amethyst, and they both turn to diamonds. So that's why I'm saying you're better off using the Denny and Rui combination. That's gonna work out for you. Yeah, you can just basically put anybody here. I'm gonna just for giggles, I'll put my boy Jay in here. Jay Crowder, get him in there and just throw him in there. I got shoes on these guys. I used to run them in unlimited and limited a lot of times early on in the year, so that's what it is. We go over to the coaching, of course, change coaches, get Mike D'Antoni in there. Okay, the minutes are all straight, and you know, that's the lineup for me. That's the lineup I'm gonna run. And like I said, Denny, Rui, everybody's gonna be using that. If you want, you could just move over Rui to the small forward position, throw in Jonathan Isaac at power forward. You could do that. You can joke Jonathan Isaac at small forward, move DeAndre over to shooting guard. So many different combinations. These are the best players, I believe, at the Ruby tier. I am definitely missing some. As far as Sapphires are concerned, maybe you can find a few more. Sapphire, let me see. Oh my goodness, yeah, you got Dorian Finney-Smith, that's small forward. I mean, at Sapphire tier. You also have Robert Covington. He's definitely worthy to use. The Thanasis Antetokounmpo, also another good choice. I mean, I already know why I'm looking at him like that. Yeah, he deserves some bad business to happen to him. That's all I'm gonna say. If you know, you know. You know, you know. Devin Booker also got a bag this past week, of course, in free agency. Shout out to Devin Booker. Definitely deserved it. You can use him as well. Let's go look at the duos, but this is the team that I'm going to run. I'm going to have these three. I don't really use that. I don't know if golds are going to work this week on the bench because it does say remaining cards must be Ruby or Sapphire. So you might not be able to use some rubies off of the bench. Of course, I always say go over here to your cards. And you want to go to dynamic duos only. Want to go towards let's go to diamond, and basically right off the bat, I know a lot of these can't be used. This Kevin Huerter and Trae Young duo can be used actually, because Kevin Huerter is a ruby. It makes him a little better. You definitely get some good Hall of Fame badges, some good shooting badges, and Trae Young is definitely solid, but you're gonna run into Denny a lot. If you're running Trae, let me see, Trae's like 5'11", yeah, 6'1". You know, you're gonna run into some pretty mean people. You know, all these other ones are all diamond based. Of course, Denny's got this one. That's the one that you really want to roll with. The rest of these are not feasible this week because of the how limited it is. So you want to go over to Ruby. Look at these. Obviously you can't use this one because it's an amethyst involved there. Katina Mobley turns into a Galaxy Opal, makes him so much better. I mean, look at this. That's a nasty combo right there. Eric Snow, of course, like I said, matches up with Dikembe. Dikembe's a diamond. This duo does work. It makes Dikembe 10 times better. But you know, this is a very old duo, one of the very first ones. Jared Sullinger and Evan Turner, I said that before, but you know, it turns them both into diamonds. I'd rather have two Galaxy Opals. Jay Crowder with Duncan Robinson, you could run that because it's Ruby Sapphire. Again, Sadiq Bey, Ruby Sapphire makes Cade a little better and makes Sadiq a lot better. Gerald Green and Jalen Green, another combo you can use off the bench maybe if you want to run that duo. Not too shabby. Lonnie Walker and DeJounte Murray. Of course, you wouldn't be able to use a diamond because DeJounte is an amethyst. Shout out to both of these guys. DeJounte is now an Atlanta Hawk. Lonnie Walker, I believe, I don't know who he signed with. I forgot who he signed with. I did read it. There's so many things happen in the NBA. but I know he did leave San Antonio as well. They got rid of him, and they're in full rebuild mode over there. Of course, Lou Dort, Landry Fields, and Emmanuel Quickly, I wouldn't even bother. Del Curry and Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice is an amethyst, so I wouldn't go that route. The rest of them is, you know, all bumkus. I mean, if you want to run Wendell Carter and Kobe, this actually does really nothing, so I wouldn't even bother with any of these. I wouldn't bother either. You know, if you want to go to Sapphire with the duos, Jonathan Isaac is with Cole Anthony. If you want to use Cole, you can. He's an amethyst, but like I said, you give up your diamond. At that point, it's not really worth it. Zydrunas Ilgauskas mask with LeBron James mask. Again, not really worth it because you got to run LeBron. Zydrunas will be solid, but that's about it. Anyway, I hope this helped you out. And you know, it's pretty straightforward. There's not much you can do as far as maneuvering. You know, it is pretty like it's called limited. It's very limited this week, more limited than others. I think that this team will get it done. This team will help you out. Maybe tweak it to your liking. Of course, you might want to start Marcus Smart. You might want to put him in the starting lineup over Dante. I'm a Dante stan, so I'm gonna run him. DeAndre Hunter, solid. You know, he is a Sapphire. You can use a Ruby in there, but like I said, everybody knows by now, DeAndre Hunter, he's the dude. I don't want to say he's him, but he's pretty solid. Everybody knows that by now. So hopefully, you know, you guys get your ring. Hopefully this helped you out. Happy hunting. Get that first ring. Make sure you get it. Don't miss any rings because it's going to be an invincible. After week 6, we get to pick an option pack. Maybe it's going to be another 2 invincibles. I have a feeling they're going to be really good. So, you know, get it done. I'm one of the few that picked OG from the last season. A lot of people was taking Dark Matter Bobby. I'm an OG, you know, because like what can I say? I'm an OG, you know. Like I said before, kill the like button you see on your screen right now, and of course smash the sub button as we're on the road to 350 subs. Help your boy out. Join the Joey Brooklynite channel. I'll be back with another video later today. Pack opening, y'all know how I do. 1 million MT, we gonna get it done. Anyway, y'all know the deal, y'all know the vibes. This is Joey Brooklynite. Peace out.